Yes, this is the Pro Driver back with the 403 update for the specs and horsepower gains. To the Cutt Buddies, this is the next video with parts, numbers, and everything included in my build for the 409Os, which you can see once this is my package. It's gonna have I got the old 39 KB405 flat top key black pistons, which will give me a 4390 bore. And I'm gonna have to turn my crank down 10,000, so I have a 3.375 stroke as opposed to the 3.385. Just gonna help me in dropping my compression down where I need to be. Oh, and also let me make a correction from the first video. From the first video, which I had a verbal mistake, 1 point of compression will net you 4% horsepower, not 4 horsepower. That was my mistake from the first video. And the number 5 heads are the 68 and 69 model heads. So when you get your 5 heads, they are for the 68 and 69 model year. Number 6 are the 1970 model year. Number 7 is the 71 model year, and the 7As are the 72 model year. And also with the 7 and 7As, you may want to try to find those because they already have hardened exhaust seats from the factory. If you go with the 5 or 6, that's an extra cost to have your hardened exhaust seats. And my cam selection is a Elgin cam. Please don't make too many gripes about the name brand. It's 214, 224 degrees on the intake at 50. Run 12 low sep. It's gonna give me a very sleeper idle, not choppy, not lopey, with a 472, 496 lift on the exhaust. And also we got an RPM intake. We got the Comp Magnum roller tip kits, which will remove all of the aluminum those little aluminum brackets that hold your stock rocker arms down, because I seen when I broke my motor down, one of them was broken. So to eliminate all of that, we went with the Comp roller rocker tip rocker kit from Summit. And in that kit, you gotta pay an extra cost for the correct push rods. For the one that come in there are a little bit too long for the small block O's. I read on the forums that, you know, for 455 it's okay, but for the small block O's, you need to pay that extra cost and get the correct size stock length push rods. And this is the thing, it's gonna cost about $160 extra, because they want $75 and they only send you 8, which I thought the whole 16 came in there. So I got to spend another $75 and get the next 8 of them. And the internal engine group, if you check their website out, IE group, is internal engine group. That's about the only place that sells you a complete engine kit for whatever motor you're going to use, Ford, Mopar, GM, without an extra cost. You can pretty much put together what you need in the kit. And since mine is custom, I didn't go with I just went with the kit that I needed. That's the part number there, which is bearings, rod main, cam bearings, oil pump, pickup, gasket set. You know, it was all extra stuff, got out of that extra motor that I'm going to do back stock anyway. This is for my custom build. And here we go. I got 7A heads, which is 72 model year, which already had the hardened exhaust seats, and it doesn't have the exhaust bumps in it, so you don't have to worry about that. 3-angle valve job, short turn. I had them drilled from a 403 head bolts. And I got chromatic multi-layered head gaskets, custom, with a 4.400 diameter, 051 thickness. But anyway, this is just a guesstimate of my horsepower output. As you know, the stock 403 got 185 horsepower at the flywheel. So by me adding 2.25 points, 2.25 points, or 2.5 points compression boost, I'm gonna be in the range of a 9 to 10% horsepower gain, which will equal to 18 or 19 horsepower. And work that I got done on my heads, valve job probably give me 10 horsepower. Short turn, I know it give me 10 horsepower. Big exhaust valves, 10 horsepower. And the roller tip rockers, 5 horsepower. So I'm looking at 35 horsepower gain there. On the cam, it definitely have a minimum 35 horsepower gain. Intake, 15 horsepower. And my rings, which I have total seal, low tension rings, that'll give me 10 horsepower. Dual exhaust, automatically, that'll give you 20 horsepower. Fresh rebuild, another plus 10. So we're looking at 70, 90, 120 horsepower gain right there. So we're looking at 305 horsepower. This is on the low end. I'm keeping it very modest. Don't want to be all overboard. Just keeping my horsepower range honest. And probably another 110 pounds for the torque. So we're looking at about 325 horsepower to the flywheel and maybe 430 pounds for the torque. But we'll see once we get the motor together and get it on the chassis dyno. We'll go from there. Here we go with the parts. Here we go. We're going to start with the heart of horsepower. That's my 7A's. You got the 7, and then the large, the capital A off to the right of it. That's the ID mark for the 72 model heads. And they have been, 3-angle valve job, short turn, new valves, springs, retainers, locks. And we kept the bores kind of stopped because we want that air to swirl in there. We don't want it smooth. This is a daily driver pump gas motor, so we're not looking for all ported and polished intake runners and such. Heavy, that's just in here with valve size. We keep everything stopped, but we kept the 4-inch with a 2-inch intake valves out the 403 head, and then added the 1/6/2s stock valve. So that's going to increase the power over the stock 403 head. Mil 20 thousandths. And I got these heads on a steal from Craigslist. We scored these heads for an unbelievable $50, but they work bare, which was exactly how I needed them. Got them from the guy. Got these 2 heads and also a crank for $50 because he had a project they was no longer interested in. Took them to my machine guy. He said the heads were good to go. They was worth building, and here we are. And here's my chromatic head gaskets. I want to say the part number is 413999, but if you go on Summit's website, you have to custom order your head gaskets for your application. But like I say, these are 4.400 diameter and a 051 thickness. There's my RPM intake, and as you can see, by it being a high rise and got the runners not flat like the stock Oldsmobile intake. That's going to increase power all day. They go to 039 pistons, the KBs. Part number. There you go. And total seal ring. As you can see, 4390 board with a 116, 116, 316 on the rings. Valve to fit. And the roller tip rockers, the whole set with the guide plates, push rods, and studs. And like I say, these are the push rods that come in the kit, but the ones that come in the kit are actually too long. And these are the correct size right here, which they only give you 8 for 70 bucks or 75 bucks. So you gotta spend 150 bucks extra on that. And here's the cam. And the specs, if you can see it. There it is. That's the left foot exhaust and the 214, 224 duration at 50. And here's the IE group with the valley pan, complete gasket set. And then in the cam kit, I got extra stuff also. I got, with the cam kit, we had got retainers, locks, timing set, double row timing set right here in the comp cam. This came in the cam kit. And in the 166 engine kit, we got everything with stock timing set, stock rings, gasket set. So like I got all my custom stuff out of the way. Then we'll do another stock 403 with all the extra stuff. So to the Cutt Buddies, I hope I covered a lot of things where you can visually see part numbers and all that good stuff for my bill, as we run a little low on time. So I hope this helps out some guys that's looking to do their bill. Till next time, pro damn driver, 10 damn 4.